Hey everybody, welcome to the live streams of Global Trade Live. Today is 8th of April and we are now live in New York session over here, so let's get started. So let's talk about GBP, JPY over here quickly and let's see if we get any good and a nice trade today. So today is Friday, so let's just first check if there is news today or not, because Friday is a news day and I don't want to trade with the news. So nope, nothing over here. Okay, so let's get started. So let's move to the weekly time frame over here and look how the market is now going in the weekly time frames. So basically nothing has been changed over here in the weekly. Let me just remove this. So it's still intact and it's still bullish. So what I'm thinking is maybe today's weekly candle will be closing like a bullish one, and or what it can do is it can move up, fill this wick and close somewhere around over here. Or the second thing it can do is it might just go down and close like a bearish one maybe, but that's a really low probability thing. So basically right now we cannot say anything about it, but the thing is the probability of moving up is really high. So after the weekly, let's talk about the daily over here. Okay, so the daily resistance is still intact. The market is still respecting the resistance of the daily time frame, and the market tried to go up today, but it rejected this area because there was a heavy resistance over here on the left, and it rejected that area, and now it's moving down. So it went down also, as well, but now it's rejecting the lower prices as well. So what does this mean? This means that the market does not have any kind of a volume today, and we have to wait for the volume times to come in and then we can take the trade. But as today is Friday, last day of the week, so today anything can happen, because the thing is, by looking at the sizes of the candle, look at the left. So when the market was in this range over here, look at the bullish candle sizes, huge size candles, right? And look over here in this area, the candle size just decreased over here. So this is a not a very nice bullish candle. Then again we have a doji kind of a candle, then again we have a rejection kind of a candle, and over here we have a pin bar type of a candle. And the previous candle was also not very great because it closed between, it closed below this candle. It didn't broke the high over here. So by looking at all this information over here, I can say that there might be no trades today in GBP JPY, because the thing is the market is just consolidating. So it has to move, it has to show us some volume so that we can take the trade. So there is a resistance over here which is being respected right now, and let's see in the 4 hour what the 4 hour is doing. So the 4 hour is still consolidating. Look, it's been consolidating since 5th April, and now it's just between that consolidation zone only. So that's something I really am not liking, that thing, because the thing is there is no clean range in this area, no clean range. But let's find out by going in more smaller time frames. So if we talk about the hourly, then let me just readjust these levels. We don't need this one over here, and let's just zoom in a little bit. Okay, let's just remove these yellow lines for a while. So what market is doing? So let's mark our recent level of resistance, let's mark the recent level of support also. So if we talk about resistance, then this is the area of resistance over here. Okay, so this is a recent resistance which has been made in before the London session. You can say before the London session, market created a high, Now it became the resistance. So before that also market created a support, then it created another support, but it didn't went up. It did respected this area on the left, so I'm gonna stretch it out to the left. So this was the support as well. Now this area is acting as a resistance as well. The market failed to break above 162 area, and it just rejected that area and came back down. So after coming down, it created a support over here, down over here. So this is the support over here in the 1 hour, recent support. So right now the market is ranging. If we just stretch it out a little bit more, then we have good information available. So what 1 hour is saying to us that basically market is just ranging in between these two zones, and this range is about, like, this is a 25 pips of range. Okay, so we cannot expect a trade in between this range because there is no range to take the trade. It's just like 11 pips over here. When this candle started to print, the range was just 11 pips, so no trades at that point. So can we take a buy above this area? Maybe. So this is around 21 pips of range over here. But the thing is this wick over here, this area over here is a problem. So we have to switch to the lower time frames to see whether we can take the trade or not. So once market starts to move up from here, it can go up to these levels. So we have this clean candles, we can go up, mirror this move, but not sure about that because there's a problem over here. Maybe we need to wait for a candle to close above this area and then we can take the trade. And if we talk about sells, then below this area we have this wick rejection over here. Let's just calculate the range. Now the range is not there. And below this area then we have this problem, then we have this problem over here, then we have this problem over here. So huge big problems are happening in GBP JPY, and not very much cleaner today. So, and that's because it's been consolidating. I think this is the 5th of April, yes. So this was the day the market started consolidating, and since today it's just consolidating. So below this area, look, the market tried to break this area once, then again it came down, break this area twice, and it rejected heavily and went up from there. And then it tried to go down, failed again, failed again, failed and again failed. So if the market now here's the thing, if the market continues to move down and taps somewhere around over here, that will be an indication for us that okay, so the market is now getting ready to move down. Why? The reason is all these previous candles, I'm gonna mark some area for you, all these candles over here, or these candles over here, or these candles over here, they all failed to tap this area, right? So that's why if a candle is tapping this area and breaking and closing below this area, that means it's doing something different from the previous candles, and we can easily come down. Actually not very easily, but yes, there's a high probability that it will be coming down to this area. The thing is, I'm concerned about this wick, but the good thing is that this wick fill will be about 17 pips of range. So if somebody asks me that what's the point you are taking sells, so I'm gonna sell below this wick 161.563. this will be my selling idea over here, and if I calculate the range now, then the total range is about 19 pips, and this wick range is about 13 pips. So the wick range is not very much, so I'm gonna see if I get a closing maybe over here, then I can take a trade, or maybe I can try taking an impulse trade over here, but that totally depends upon how the market moves. And right now I don't see any volume in the market, so I'm not sure about that. So this was all about the 1 hour. Oh, let me just make some visibility changes. Okay, this is good. Okay, perfect. So after the 1 hour, let's move to the 30 minutes over here. If we talk about, let me just remove this. Okay, perfect. Let me just remove this also. So if we talk about 30 minutes, then the recent area of resistance is this one, which was a support also. Okay, so there was a area of resistance over here. Then above this area we have not so good range, so I'm gonna look for buys in the 1 hour maybe. And if you talk about sells, then nah, there's no range over here as well, so I'm gonna sell below. Let me just, so I'm gonna sell below this area only. So same kind of information is also available in the 30 minutes as well. So I'm not gonna buy in according to the 30 minutes, because you know, if I have to take a buy, then you know the buys will be should be above these wicks. And if I calculate this range, then this range is coming out to be just 12 pips. So it's not worth it that I'm gonna I take the trade over here and wait for the market to move up all the way, because the thing is, market can reject any area. Maybe it can reject this area which is at 5 pips away, maybe reject this area which is at 7.5 pips away, so not a very much nicer range. So I'm gonna wait maybe for the market to go above this area. This is also a not very much nice range, but yes, I can easily get maybe 10 pips out of this. So I'm gonna mark my areas over here, but before that, okay, so I'm gonna buy above this area. So I'm gonna buy above 162.102, and I'm gonna wait for the market to go up from here, fill this wick, and then something somewhere around over here. So I'm gonna wait for that. So I'm gonna wait for the market to push up in this area. So our sell idea is ready, our buy idea is ready, and yes, sell idea is exactly the same like the 1 hour. This candle is coming out 13 pips, then we have 18 pips. Yes. So right now, nothing at all in GBP JPY. So after GJ, let's talk about GBP USD. Oh nice, it just broke the trend line, respected this one, went up, created several highs and fell down. Really nice. 47 pips down from here. Okay, so if we talk about GBP JPY over here, let's move to the monthly first. Monthly candle is pushing all the way down, so monthly will be coming down to this area for sure, and I'm gonna be on sells in GBP USD, no buys. And after the monthly, if we talk about the weekly, let me just, so after the monthly, if we talk about the weekly over here, then weekly has created a resistance over here, and it's now being on the support. So weekly candle is on a support zone. So if it really needs to move down, which I really think it's gonna do, so that there should be some volume coming up in today's candle, which will be taking GBP USD all the way down. So what I am anticipating for GBP USD for today only is that there will be volume in GBP USD today, and it's gonna break the lows and continue to move down. So I'm gonna look for sells only, and only for sells in GBP USD today. No buys will be taken in GBP USD. So after the weekly, let's talk about the daily. Daily time frame, yeah, really nice. So daily candle has been broken below all these two wicks, and it's now coming down towards the support. So if I look on the range side, then we have around 35 pips of range. So the range is pretty good. If we talk about the 4 hour after the daily, then we can say that there was a support formation, market went up, grabbed some liquidity over here, and it's now coming down, maybe to fill this wick. And after filling this wick, it can, oh, there is some problem over here as well. So we have a support down over here on the left. So market might tap that support area again, and that support area is around like 8-9 pips away. And after this, if there will be volume, which I'm really anticipating, there will be 1.30 is the price. 1.30 is 1.30 is this area. Yeah, I really think the market's gonna move down to that area. Yes. So after the 4 hour, let's move to the 1 hour over here. 1 hour is quite messy right now. Really nice. It's about to move down, I think. We have to look on the left. So if we look on the left, then we have issues over here on the left, and below this area there might be sells coming up. Clean range is there, but also wick rejection is there as well. 21 pips of range is there. I think at that point market will be moving down in this one. So wick's gonna get filled because they will be selling volume coming up. And if we talk about sells or supports and resistance over here, then what do you think it's gonna do? Rejections, 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 rejection, rejection, rejection. So if this candle breaks this low, it will be coming down to this level, I think. And with volume, it will push the price more down. I have seen these kinds of moves already in the past. And whenever we have this kind of a move, then we have consolidation, and then we have another continuation to the downside. So to filter this thing, I'm gonna just quickly do some. Oh, it's about to break the low. I think I'm gonna take sells over here. Let's see. So if we talk about let me just readjust. So if I talk about 30 minutes over here, then what information do we have? Oh, nice. Actually, it can continue to move down. Yeah, I really think it's gonna move down in this range, and then it will be continue to move down. So basically what's happening over here is there was a resistance formation over here, and then the market left that zone and now moving down over here, and I think there will be volume coming up, so I'm gonna look for sells over here for sure. So now there was a resistance formation, the market was leaving that resistance behind. Now where the market can possibly go? The market will be going in this area, and with volume it will be continue to move down, because I really think the volume is gonna come in and it's gonna take the market down. Yes, so I think I'm gonna sell below this one. Below this area I'm gonna sell it. Yeah, it's about to break the low now. Just took a sell trade over here at this point. keeping stops above the high of the current 30-minute candle. Short position, because I think now the volume should be coming in and taking the price all the way down. So I'm gonna keep my TP over here because I really think it's gonna continue moving down and fill this clean candle and continue to move down. So my stops is around, let me just check, 6.3 pips. The stop is pretty low, pretty decent, so I can easily manage the risk as well. So let's see what happens. Because the best thing is, the market was not in a mood to move down, right? But when this candle rejected these higher prices, that means it just grabbed liquidity over here. And when the market just grabbed liquidity from these highs, and when this candle created a higher wick, that means it also grabbed a liquidity from the higher side. That means it has formed a higher wick. Okay, and now the market has broken, the candle has broken the low of the previous one. That means a resistance is being formed in this area. This is a resistance formation, right? So if a resistance has been formed over here, that means the market should be continue moving down from that resistance area, and that means the market should not go above this area, right? So the risk management part comes in the play now. So what I'm thinking is, if this candle goes up and goes up to its open price and crosses above its open price a little bit, then I'm gonna close half, or after closing that half, I'm gonna let the rest of the half open. So yeah, that will be a nice risk management over here. According to me, it should be continue to move down to this level over here, because GBP USD has to go down. So yeah, that's the idea over here. So I'm gonna keep my things ready to manage the risk. 203. So my risk management price will be 1.30422. Yeah. Let's hope to see a good bearish candle coming up. And if we talk about USD JPY, it's still running over here. Gold. So 15-minute candle is about to close over here, and let's see basically how the 15-minute is closing. Okay, 15-minute candle has closed bearish, but with a rejection to the downside. GJ trying to move up. Okay, so GU is moving up now. I think it might continue to move up from here. Let's see if it goes up or not. I was really expecting this candle to continue moving down. Really expecting a big candle going down. Oh, it's moving down, I think. Let's see. I think it has created a higher wick over here and it can continue to move down from this level, but let's see, still a long way to go, but we still got, I think, decent time left over here, like 10 minutes still left, 10-11 minutes in this candle, and once the 15-minute candle breaks the low of the previous one, that will be a confirmation that it's gonna move down. Oh, it just broke the low over here, and yes, now it should continue to move down from here. So now there is another good part, and that is, if the current 15-minute candle breaks its own high, I'm gonna close 50% of the trade. But I think it should continue to move down. let's have a look at the 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes is now leaving this area behind, and now it should be heading towards this support area at least. Now it's just we have to wait and see what market do to our analysis. Okay, let's just do one thing. Let's move to the 1 hour and look. So 1 hour candle is still having 38 minutes left to close, right? And it has already created a strong kind of bearish body already, right? So, but the problem is, if we look on the left, then we have few wicks, which has been rejecting, right? But the good thing is that candle has to fill this wick. So once it moves down, starts to fill this wick, there will be a nice bearish move coming up. And as we are also expecting the daily to continue move down in this area, so that's a decent thing. And yeah, it's moving down now. Yes, come on, man. Now it has to pass down below this area. No volume over here. Nothing at all. But I really think GU will be the one who will be giving us volume today. So yeah. Now let's just sit back and relax, because the trade, I think, is about to break the low of the previous wick. Yeah, it's running in like 2.3 pips right now. Okay, 3 pips has been tapped. So, and there's another thing. So once, look, I'm not anticipating the market to tap this area and reject. I'm not anticipating that. So in case the market taps this support and rejects this area and continues to move up to break even, I'm gonna close everything. I'm gonna close each and everything from the market, because the thing is, this is a strong support zone. Okay, we have seen this already. The market has supported this, and from here the market just went all the way up, right? So I am thinking that the market will not consolidate today. I'm thinking like that. According to me, the market should not consolidate today. It should be continue moving down and break this low as well to continue moving more down. So I am thinking like that. So that's why I'm gonna close everything if the market rejects this area and move up. So once the market taps this area, I'm gonna keep my stops at break even and I'm gonna let it run. So running in 6 pips right now, which is a pretty good number. So now the games begin. Let's see how this will be playing out to be. What do we have over here? Oh, strong zones. But we are not talking about 1 hour. We are talking about the daily. Daily has to go down in this area. Oh, nice. Running in 7.3 pips. 8 pips running up right now. It just crossed below this one, 8.8. Now okay, so the market has come down till this area. I'm gonna keep my stops at break even now. 8.9 tabbed over here. I'm gonna close 50% at 10 pips if we get 10 pips. Now anything can happen. It can move up, it can move down, we don't know. So the thing I analyzed, it worked over here, okay? And now I have to trust the market and the process that I have seen this already. There will be a move coming like this over here because the market has came down, created a low, consolidated, also grabbed liquidities. Now there should be a good move to the downside, which will take oh, weekly has already come to this place, which will take our daily to this support level. So I have kept the stops at break even. Just to be very safe. In case I don't win anything, then I don't lose anything as well. So today's daily candle has already broke this low on the left a little bit. So once it starts to break its low again, then we will be entering rooms for this area over here, which is like 25 pips more than this. So now running in 8 pips again. $8.6, 9.2, just 1 pip away. 9.3 over here, 9.5. Come on. Oh, it just reversed back from 9.6. Let's see. So now 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining for the current 30-minute candle to close. So let's see if this candle closes above or whether this candle closes below. If this candle has to close below, then it has to go a little bit more down so that it can retrace back a little bit and close there. Otherwise, there will be candles coming like in this very smaller time frames. There will be candles going up and this will be closing above. So just hold on, everybody. So let's see how this candle closes. I'm really anticipating this to move down. Last 20 seconds remaining, and it's about to tap 10 pips. 9.5 over here. Come on, just don't close with no wick. Okay, I just closed 50% over here. Close 50%, keeping my stops at break even. Now the candle has been closed with no wick on the bottom. I really have no clue whether the current candle will be moving down, but yes, there is volume in the market, and GU will be the only one today, maybe, which will be showing us some volume. So, okay, 10 pips tapped over here. So, congratulations everybody who just made some profits in this trade, and yeah, that's it. That was an easy one. Okay, so let's have a look on the weekly as well. I really think that today weekly candle will be breaking this low. I really think that's gonna happen. Because the thing is, if we look at the daily, then daily has to go down in this area, right? So daily has to reach there, and this is the low of the weekly. So if the daily candle will be breaking the low below over here, then there will be a nice move to the downside. But I'm gonna close everything over here and in this place, because this will be the daily support and market can possibly reject this area and reverse back from here. Also guys, I'm done for the day, and I'm not gonna trade another one today, because today is Friday and you have to make sure that you save the profits. So just one trade went into profits. That's it. Now if the runner gets stopped out also, I really don't care, because I just made what I so let's see what's happening right now. So nothing, let's just close everything. Okay, so everybody, I'm gonna call it a day over here. So take care everyone, have a great weekend, and do not overtrade, do not over risk. So yeah, take care everybody, have a great day.